Well, good morning. Here we are, back on the banks of the local ouse. Fishing today, bit of a change. I was going to go on the relief channel, but conditions changed a little bit from yesterday. Wind's blowing a bit. It's overcast. We had a lot of rain through the night as well, on and off. It was raining when I got up this morning, so I thought bit of a change. 10-mile bank, see if we can catch 1 or 2 skimmers. I'm sat 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 pegs shy of the whissy mouth, so I'm sort of back down away from the whissy mouth towards the railway. Sort of trimmed it up, sat at an angle, got the brolly behind me as you see. Wind southwesterly, so it's cutting across, and I'm just purposely going to see if I can catch 1 or 2 skimmers, maybe a bream. Outside chance of a tench as well. Fishing just past 3 parts the way over, so normally along here you sort of tend to fish right the way over against the lily pads, but I'm fishing just between right the way in 3 parts, just on that bit. Then I've got another rod set up which is clipped up for fishing 3 parts the way, just shy of 3 parts the way. I've put a lot of bait out. Plan was the channel that I was going to fish, catapult out a lot of bait, so I've done exactly the same here, and I've catapulted out probably 20, round about that sort of size. 10 of them with neat ground bait, and the other 10 packed full of sweet corn. On this rod I'm going to be fishing a hair rig, double sweet corn, double worm corn cocktail, and on the other rod I'll just be fishing single piece of corn. So like I say, it's a bit different. Ground bait's different as well today as to what I normally use. So you see there, it's red, and that is the Bait Tech Super Method Mix Red. There's no fish meal in it whatsoever, just like herbs and spices. And what I did, I duffed in half a bottle of liquid Brazim as well. Mixed all that up last night, tweaked it on the bank today, and like I say, I put in around about 20 balls. I've also got customary chopped worm caster, got some dead maggot, got some worms, and I've got the remainder of my caster and tin of sweet corn all mixed up together as well. So I'm alternating when I go out, putting in chopped worm caster, dead maggot, corn, putting a bit of everything out. So I'm fishing a hair rig, so over the top of all that bait I'm not expecting loads of bites. I have had a small rudd bream hybrid and also a roach round about sort of 10-12 ounces. See there, double hair rig corn, that's 014 fluorocarbon hook length, which is Colmic King, I think. That's one of the new Preston barbed eyed hooks. Very, very sharp. I've had it in my finger. That came out my finger, then I've gone and had it in my thumb. Rest assured, if anybody asks how sharp they are, they're very sharp. Helicopter rig, ounce feeder, quick change. Like I say, I'm fishing over there. Got a bit of a crosswind, so I'm punching out, so I've actually chose to fish 13-foot rod. This is Cadence CR10 13-foot number 2. I've got that with an 1.5 ounce tip. CS10 4000 reel, 6-pound shock leader, 5-pound main line. Like I say, that's clipped up, so we're going to get that back out there. Hopefully the ground bait will do its work. Like I say, it smells absolutely beautiful, especially with the Brazim in. Clipped up. There we go. Just sink the line. So any small sort of indications, I'm not going to be striking her. I'm just going to be waiting for that proper bite. The roach I had, that was just a nice slow pull round. See there, got the rod down. So yeah, it's a bit blowy, but never mind. A few boats about. Probably got about sort of, where I'm fishing, probably about 15 foot. And sort of just shy down 3 parts, that's around about 18, 19 foot. The rod chosen to do that is the 12 foot number 2. Got with an ounce tip. Again, £5 mainline, £6 shock leader, 3/4 ounce feeder, just on a running link with a twizzled loop, and that's 013 fluorocarbon to a size 16 Preston N30. The reason I've chose to use fluorocarbon today is because I'm sort of casting out on the distance, double, you know, fishing double baits, you can get a bit of a spin up, so hopefully won't get so many twist ups and everything with the fluorocarbon. Got my flask. There's a few people about, a couple of anglers up to me left, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6 anglers down before the railway bridge there by the old pump. Mate Mark, he's further along, and there's 1 or 2 guys sort of down by the 190s, the chapel area as well. So it's just nice to see a lot of anglers on the bank. So, not expecting too many bites too quick, but I've had, like I say, I've had 1 or 2 indications, sort of little tap taps, but I'm not bothered about those at all. Like I say, I'm just letting it sit there, and hopefully might get the odd sort of slow pull round, drop back, might get 1 or 2 skimmers in the area with a bit of luck. So the plan is just to fish, like I say, I'll fish this line for an hour, a couple of hours, see what happens, then I'll drop in on that bit shorter line and alternate between the two, alternate between the hook baits as well. A little bit of a tap there. Say, start with the corn. Got a mixture, put double worm, corn worm cocktail, put it all on the hair rig. And see how we go. Hopefully, say it's nice and overcast. Wind's gonna get up a little bit, gusting a little bit later on. Perfect breaming skimmer conditions, hopefully. See if they'll see if they think the same and oblige. hybrid. Sort of like that's a roach bream hybrid. I've had a rudd bream hybrid. Tell the difference because the rudd bream hybrid had the underslung lips, but it's a nice solid fish. You get one or two indications. Sort of tap tap. That was like a few tap, little tap, a slow pull round. So not fishing for a lot of bites today. Hopefully target one or two better fish. Still fishing double corn. I've had one or two liners. There's one or two fish in the area, like I say, just sitting and waiting. Silver bream, I don't know what people call them these days. All I know is whatever they are, that's one of them. Shows that the fish are in the area. Rougher. I think I've just foul hooked something in the tail. tip of the tail. Get 1 or 2 bites on the worm now. Can't count that one as a bite, but get 1 or 2 bites. She certainly is a blowing today. What I'll do for my hair ring worm is I'll put the stop needle in the quick stop, get a decent sized worm, cut it straight in 2. It's got no nails. Put the head bit on first, then I'll put the tail on. Put the quick stop back on itself so they can't come. And that's your lock cock. There we go. Good amount of shot worm and caster in every single time. If there is 1 or 2 skimmers about, try and get the heads down. And I've up my hat, look. We've had 1 or 2 skimmers, sort of £1, £1.25. The river's just starting to move a little bit now. The tip's pulling round a lot more than what it was before. So there isn't so much on the top, but there's definitely a lot of undertow. You do find along here sometimes that'll move underneath, but that won't move on the top. So like I say, there's definitely a pronounced bend in the tip now, where before I could fish with it quite slack. Can't now. Still getting the odd 1 or 2 bites. Most of the skimmers this afternoon fell on the double worm. So it just seems to be now that's moving a little bit more that the skimmers have eased off a little bit now. I was getting quite regular indications, whereas now I've probably gone the last couple of casts where I haven't even had a bite at all. That either means that something's moved into the swim and something's going to happen, or the fish had just moved off a little bit with the flow. I'll give it another 5-10 minutes or so on the worm. I'll swap back over to the corn again. See if we can get an instant response that way. Go on, Swan, either way. Fish, double worm. More skimmer. Nice skimmer. So one or two about, I've had a few that sort of size. So yeah, on double worm. Slimy. Strange because I had a run of fish, then nothing. Probably for about half hour, 45 minutes. Then just had a little run of fish again now. We'll get one or two more before we head off home. Not had a massive amount of fish, but been very, very enjoyable. Where I was snipping one worm in two, I'm actually putting two worms on now. So sort of snip them both off at the head. One on. Unless you drop one on the floor, of course. So snip one off. A few pair of scissors because I've got no nails. Have a look, you might actually see whereabouts we're casting. Go. Swan just about to go over the line. Get one or two more. There we go, at the end of the session. Been tough going, but I've managed to pick up 15 or 20 skimmers like that. All of them fall into double worm. I've had some hybrids and one nice roach on double corn, but all these fell to the worm. Just shows, can't put all your eggs in one basket. but it's been very enjoyable. Tough going, like I say, but very enjoyable. So I'll put little Sammy Skimmer back, pack up, head off home, and I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh.